Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to take a standard mod downloaded from pretty much anywhere. Me personally, I'm going to use Chad Davis's Chevy 1500, and we are going to go through, we're going to clean up the folder, we're going to do options, light options, so we're going to have marker lights, then low beams, then high beams, we're going to do paintable, we're going to do engine options, everything. And if you're watching this video, it came with the folder. Everything I use is in the folder with this video. So this has already been converted to 17, so we don't have to do that. Most people can figure that out, seeing Giants Editor does it for you. What we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to copy the name, we're going to create a new folder with the exact same name. We're going to paste that there and drop it in, open said folder, and extract here. Now use 7-zip. It'll work the best for you. You can take this thing here and just slide it over to the side. That way you've got a backup in case you screw something up, because it is very possible. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create another new folder over here, and we are going to name it Textures, all lowercase, like so. Now, you see all these folders and all this extra crap up in here. That will cause lag. Everybody says, oh, it's the Chrome, or oh, it's a crappy mod, or oh, whatever. No, not necessarily. It's just, it's a really good mod. It's got a lot of stuff and a lot of folders. We can solve that. We'll open this up, and you see it's folders inside of folders. Not a problem. Take everything. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So, that's okay. In videos, even I can screw up. We're going to copy these and drop them into this folder. Unfortunately, you have to go through each one of these. I will go through at the end and delete out the extra i3ds that we don't need, which will also make everything smaller. Emissive lights, we don't need that, so I'm not even going to bother. These are all of our Coronas. We will not need those per se, but I would copy these over for now, just because it will make your life easier. If you get a copy and replace, go ahead and copy and replace. And we're going to do this for everyone. This, no textures, don't worry about it. All you need to worry about is the ones that have textures. I see he has a few different kinds of wheels in here. I don't know exactly what uses what, so for right now we will... you're going to need a shared folder, so keep that in mind. If you don't have one out here, if you're going to do paintable or anything like that, you're going to want to copy one of these and just kind of drop it straight into your textures folder, because otherwise you will get errors in your log. Steerable, here's our interior. I haven't figured out why that's in everything yet, but... And then we have our textures, so we will copy and paste. Overwrite everything. Now we've got some more down here, so we're going to go in, grab these, copy, and paste. Alright, so now that you have a copy of every texture file in your mod, you can go ahead and take this folder and just drop it in here. But if you do that, it will ask if you want to overwrite this one. So what I would do, me personally, is pull this one out. Or, well, yeah, you can put A behind it, or you can just drop this one right in. Like this one, merge this with this. Hit yes. Overwrite everything in there. And then you can just take this one and make it a lowercase. Now the lowercase will come into play later on. You'll see why I do that. But now comes the fun part. You're going to take this and copy just the word textures. And then open your i3D with Notepad. Now, you see all the textures that we just put in there. This is all it uses. So, with that being said, we're not going to need all of those files. So we're going to paste that in there and then copy this whole thing from the slash to the quotation marks. Copy and paste this in to each one of these so that your mod reads the proper folder. Time consuming, but as far as performance goes, you will definitely see a difference. Now, some of these don't have any, so you can simply hit paste. It'll pop that on the end. And that one, ironically, is already lowercase, so that probably wasn't even working in the beginning. We're going to save, close this, and then we're going to create another new folder. I know it's a lot of folder creation, but it's worth it. Grab all of this, except for the sounds, and drop it over here. Then these we're not going to need sitting here either, so we'll drop those over there. Now, come into your textures, and if there's any i3Ds in here, your i3Ds and your shapes files can be deleted. They can just go, we're done with them, don't need them. Anything like this. This thing is 16 megabytes. So, just for giggles, we're going to open this thing up. That is, yes, we are going to resize it. This thing is 4096 by 4096. It is going to be 512 by 512. There is no reason for anything in this game to be anything larger than 512 by 512. We're going to save that and close. We're at 257 kilobytes. Much better, much easier to work with. So, now we're going to come back and we're going to click on our Chevy. And we're going to open it up and take a look. And there she is. We're going to drop back a little bit. We are going to check out this camera. We see we have an extra one, so we're going to delete that out. I'm all about condensing. So, looks good. Looks like all of our textures came in. Everything looks fabulous. Everything's in the right spot. Everything's got paint. Everything is good to go. Now, I see we don't have an interior. Really, so that man interior that is in our texture file, those three, say 2 megabyte files, they can go. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to fix us a little bit of texturing because it's cool, but it's dull. And Rory James Kane will hate me for saying this, but dull doesn't work. I don't care what game you're playing. So we are going to minimize.